Right? Hello.
He's looking this strong over the past year. I mean, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack.
You said if a fighter's taking that long out the ring, he could be doing something. Bud ain't taking no fight since Madrid off.
He's been.
Once camp start, then that's when we're gonna turn everything up a notch.
Boxing analysts are expressing doubts about Terence Crawford's recent boost in power as he prepares to face Canelo Alvarez. Gervin Davis has also pointed out how unusually strong Crawford has seemed lately, leading to rumors about potential steroid use. With the big fight approaching, many are now calling for clearer answers and full disclosure.
Is that where we stand right now with Canelo Crawford? Yeah. Is that where we stand with Canelo Crawford? Because you're saying just because both are great, everybody wants to face each other. So is that where we're at right now with Canelo Crawford?
No. Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
Yeah, he needs the money.
You think he had a chance to win?
And another thing, bro, I don't be wanting to how these guys is. Then you get hurt against
Madrimov?
who?
There you talk about Crawford got touched by Madrimov? Is that what you're saying?
No, he got clipped by Gamboa, right?
Yeah,
right? Hello.
Or Kavalaski?
He's looking this strong over the past year. I mean, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack shit. I'm telling you. Y'all laugh, I'm telling you. And that guy that a part of it, he been caught before. He went to jail for it.
Some analysts are starting to wonder if long breaks between fights might be used by boxers to secretly enhance their performance. Terence Crawford hasn't been in the ring since facing Madrimov, which has led to talk about possible PED use. Critics think the extended time off could mean more than just recovery or training, but well-known boxing coach Breadman has come to Crawford's defense, saying he's confident Crawford isn't cheating. He highlights Crawford's strong work ethic, clean track record, and steady performance throughout his career.
But you said if a fighter's taking that long out the ring, he could be doing something. Bud ain't taking no fight since Madrid off.
He's been.
Question.
So
he gave us the education. Y'all scared to ask the question. I mean, are you thinking of that behind your mind? He ain't fight since Madrimov. He got to build himself up. You specifically saying there's steroids to make your bone density. I mean, sound like an opportunity.
And we've been hearing him associated with snack as well too. Just throwing that out there.
I don't do that.
I'm just saying, some guys, we know how the snack program is viewed.
I don't know how we got on Bud's being on steroids. I don't think Bud is a dirty fighter. I'm not going nowhere near that. I don't even want to be associated with that.
Say less. Say less.
I think Bud is a great fighter. I don't know why he's been out of the ring. I really don't know, but I definitely don't want to suggest that I think that Bud is on any type of PEDs. Not at all.
Terence Crawford chose not to have a tune-up fight before taking on Canelo. Knowing it might make things harder for him, he's already stepping up to 168 pounds, which is a big move. And facing someone like Canelo without a warm-up makes it even more difficult. Experts say Crawford may struggle at this weight, especially against a fighter as experienced as Canelo. Many think this fight is less about real competition and more about a big payday, with Crawford putting his legacy on the line. Most agree that his odds of winning are low, making the fight seem more like a business move than a sporting challenge.
Is Terence Crawford going to beat Canelo Alvarez? We need to talk about it. When we look at the guys who've had success with Canelo, we'll look at Bivol, we'll look at Golovkin, we'll look at Floyd, and we'll look at Lara. Yes, I'll throw Lara in there, why not? I think all these fights are absolutely irrelevant coming into this bout. Some of them are just dated, or some of these guys' style just cannot apply. For example, a guy in Lara. If Crawford wanted to fight how Lara fought Canelo, he would probably gas out in 7 rounds, or if he made it 12, he just wouldn't get that decision. It's that simple. Let's take a guy in Golovkin. Crawford just simply does not have the punching power, nor do I think he has the gas tank at 68. He's not a good enough puncher to try to fight Canelo like Golovkin. He doesn't have the physical traits, even in the chin department. Then you have Floyd Mayweather. While both can have a bit of similarities, the speed, reflexes, technical prowess, IQ, timing, counterpunching, lateral movement, it's just too much from Floyd. I don't think Bud could take much from Floyd's game plan to implement it into his own success in September. And then you have Dimitri. The speed, the technical prowess, the IQ, the length is too much. So essentially, Terence Crawford is going to have to beat Canelo in a way that nobody has ever beaten him or gave him any issues in. I'm going to tell you exactly how Crawford's going to fight. He's going to fight like his damn self. It's too late in his career to change up the game plan. It's too late in his career for him to want to change up the game plan coming to a fight of this magnitude with a style he's never fought before, that will be a recipe for disaster. He's going to be more than likely off the back foot. He's going to be looking for counter shots, and I think there will be a point in this fight where he's simply just trying to survive. I like Crawford. He's an amazing pound-for-pound fighter. A different animal at 168. This is one of the greatest of all time. I see win scenarios for him, but I don't see him being realistic. I can see him fighting off the back foot, using his speed, timing, and feet to stay away from Canelo, but that's very, very, very unlikely, damn near impossible.
Terence Crawford has fired back at critics who say he won't handle the move up in weight well. He reminds everyone that while Canelo moved up and lost, he moved up and won. Crawford sees this as proof that he can take on the challenge and silence the doubters. He's confident he can perform at a higher weight and isn't letting the skepticism shake his belief in himself.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Bernie Thoxer, Terence Crawford's longtime coach, is full of confidence as the fight with Canelo Alvarez approaches. Speaking boldly, he sends a message to Canelo saying Crawford is built to beat someone like him. Bernie feels Crawford's skill, style, and mindset line up perfectly to take advantage of Canelo's game. He points to Crawford's fearless nature and strong will as key factors that can lead to a win. Bernie believes Crawford has the mental edge and smart strategy needed to expose Canelo's weaknesses. His confidence reflects the serious preparation and strong belief in their plan to take down one of boxing's biggest stars.
A lot of people are saying about Crawford's age, but, you know, no boxing, no life, as Canelo would say. And Crawford still, you know, in age, but he ain't took no punishment. He's cautious, you know, he works hard throughout these years. So, you know, of course you're gonna, you know, you gotta count that in the factor, but in his heart and his mind and his spirit, he's still youthful about boxing. He loves boxing, and this is one way to get him up. You know, he's a challenge guy. He loves a challenge, and Canelo is the biggest challenge you can get. You know, we got to go up 2 weight classes, really 3 weight classes to get a guy like that. Hardest puncher, great counter puncher, tons of experience, undisputed champion, unified champion, a couple of divisions champion, and so we didn't get the Pacquiao or the Mayweather, but we getting Canelo, and nothing comes easy to Team Crawford, and expect us to look good on the 12th. Expect us to come out victorious September 12th.
We obviously just saw his fight against Skull, and people didn't obviously enjoy it, the back foot boxing from Skull and whatever. Yeah. But what fight can fans expect from Bud? Because a lot of people think that it'll be similar to that or the Charlo fight or whatever like that.
The one thing about Crawford is he got guts. Them bums ain't have no guts. Them bums didn't want to win. Crawford want to win. That's it. It ain't about no belt. It ain't about nothing. You didn't sign the contract. We want to win, and he want to be the best, and he is the best. So that's what's going to be the difference. You know, Crawford got guts. He got a fighting spirit. So when you see Crawford, he going to go in there and get busy with Canelo. Don't you even doubt that. You understand? You ain't never seen Crawford stay on the back foot in no fight in his life. You understand? He the type of guy to go get you. So expect him to go get him. We going to do everything we can to him. We going to do whatever we got to do. But one thing you can expect is Crawford is going to step to him. Because you can't beat Canelo going on the back foot forever. You got to go get him. You got to do something. And he better know Crawford is coming.
Respected boxing expert Teddy Atlas shares a thoughtful take on the upcoming fight. While he gives credit to Canelo for his achievements, Atlas believes Crawford is on another level, truly something special. He points out that Canelo, while still dangerous, doesn't seem as dominant as he used to be. According to Atlas, Canelo's physical shape and in-ring sharpness have slipped a bit, making him look less explosive and less sharp. Meanwhile, Crawford continues to stand out with his speed, accuracy, and smart fighting style. Atlas's view raises real doubts about whether Canelo can keep up with a focused and highly skilled challenger like Crawford.
He's human. So he had a few hiccups. He won the fight. He's Terence Crawford. A lot of people say, "Oh, Teddy, you make him so good. You're always saying how great Crawford is." You know, but who's he beating? He unified the, what was his first division? Lightweight, then he unified the junior, then he unified the junior welter, then he unified the welter. I think I got the weight classes right. It doesn't matter. He unified like 3 different weight classes. He moved up in weight. guys are tired of me saying it. I look at him. Look, Canelo's special too. I get it. And he's bigger. I get that too. And everyone's going to say, well, after Madrimov fight again, had a couple hiccups. Now he's stepping up another weight class. Now he's got to fight Canelo, who's even bigger, stronger, better puncher, you know, a unified champion that he's been, you know, all of that stuff. He's not going to be able to handle it. I asked this question. See, I go to the other side. I say, okay, yeah, can Canelo handle the smaller guy who's going to be faster, who's going to be slicker, who's going to be better defensively, who's going to have better legs, you know, who's going to be able, sometimes Canelo at this point in his career can slow down a little bit. They're both getting older. I get it.
Terence Crawford shows quiet confidence as he looks ahead to the big fight. He says that once training camp kicks off, he'll be ready to show everything he's got and deliver at his highest level. His calm approach highlights both his focus and his readiness, making it clear he's prepared for what's coming. Crawford believes that with the right preparation, he can handle Canelo's strengths and stick to a plan that leads to victory. His mindset is key since mental strength is a huge part of boxing. His steady attitude shows he's not fazed by Canelo's name or the scale of the event.
You against Israel Madrimov, how do you view that performance, and I guess what lessons, if any, can you take into your next fight against Canelo?
I thought it was a great performance. You know, I thought I did what I wanted in the ring. I thought I picked it up when I wanted to. I thought I banged when I wanted to, boxed real well. I don't take nothing from it, you know, because styles make fights, and Canelo has a different style than Israel Madrimov. So, you know, we just go from there.
Did you notice any differences in yourself, your ability to carry power or take a shot or anything like that?
Not at all, not at all, not at all.
Veteran boxing reporters Chris Manx and Mora have taken a close look at Canelo's current form, noting that he's now splitting his focus between boxing and his growing business interests. This change has led to talk that his training and physical shape might not be as sharp as they once were. Still, Manx and Mora agree that Canelo is one of the sport's top fighters with serious power and talent, but his outside commitments could affect his focus and endurance in the ring. This mix of greatness and distraction adds tension to the matchup. While Canelo's name still commands respect, his recent lifestyle raises questions about whether he can bring the same drive needed to beat someone like Crawford.
Differently than he once did. Canelo at one point was an elite pound-for-pound talent, a take-on-all-comers type of guy. Now Bob says he looks at Canelo as more of a businessman. Now this is not an original take. A lot of people have been saying stuff similar since Canelo decided not to take a fight against David Benavidez. But what do you think? Is Canelo right now a boxer, or is he a businessman?
I would agree with Bob Arum. I think he's more of a businessman than a boxer, but that's what happens when you're a pay-per-view star. I mean, if you look back at all the big stars, I mean, if I go back to Mike Tyson in the 90s when he got out of jail, you know, he was selective with his opponents. Oscar De La Hoya, in between the monsters that he fought, you know, he had guys like, you know, David Kamau and Patrick Carpentier and many others. So I just think Canelo's taking a page from that book. There's still solid names on the resume. So when you look at the name, you know, 20 years from now, you're just going to see an undefeated record, and the fact that he was a title holder in the opponents that Canelo has. They're still former champions or champions with excellent resumes. And yeah, they're calculated risks now. But whenever you're that long in the tooth, like Canelo, with over, you know, he's 35 years old with well over 65 fights as a professional, I just think he earned that right. He earned that right to be picking and choosing whoever he wants to fight at this stage of his career. And if selected right, in the right areas, on the right date, you know, at the right time, I think fans are going to support him. Fans are always going to support stars, pay-per-view stars.
Experts and fans agree that Crawford's key to beating Canelo is sticking to his signature speed and staying in control of the pace and position of the fight. Keeping the action in the center of the ring lets Crawford use his better footwork and counterpunching to his advantage. By staying busy and setting the rhythm, he can keep Canelo from trapping him or landing heavy shots. This approach takes stamina, quick reactions, and smart decision-making, all areas where Crawford has proven himself. If he follows this plan, well, many believe his odds of winning go way up.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
Obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev
We have to
was
respect
older.
the power of
And he
Canelo.
does. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power. But all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is night and day.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Top boxer David Benz shares a grounded view on Crawford's chances, saying his strength and toughness could play a major role in beating Canelo. He points out that if Crawford pulls off a win, it wouldn't be surprising because he has what it takes to counter Canelo's edge. Benz supports the idea that Crawford isn't just an underdog with little hope, but a serious all-around fighter who can challenge Canelo's position. His comments show that Crawford's power and fight IQ make this matchup truly competitive.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Earl Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make one.
Popular boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult compares Crawford's upcoming test to Floyd Mayweather's past win over Canelo. He believes Crawford could follow a similar approach using smart defense and sharp counters to break Canelo down, and maybe even stop him. He points out that Canelo often fades and has trouble when pushed back or kept under constant pressure.
Crawford, on the other hand, he has been walking down his fighters and people don't see that but me. For some reason, when I had that tape, people were screaming cap. And it's like David Evanesia, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Gamboa, a Mean Machine. Even against Madrimov, the way he won the fight was by fighting. It wasn't Floyd Mayweather sticking. This guy has been too athletically gifted, and I mean explosive, hard punching, and too strong for his ops. When he's in orthodox, he boxes more. When he switched, he becomes a puncher. And now he's coming out southpaw. He ends you. He is not, you gotta watch him fight. He does do athletic things where his hands and his feet work together and he catches you for sure. But what he mostly do is he punishes and he bullies his op because he walks you down and whips your ass. He's an ass.
Ryan Garcia shares a different take, highlighting Canelo's clear physical edge. He notes that Canelo's size, strength, and punching power make him a tough matchup, especially with Crawford stepping up in weight. Garcia believes the weight gap and Canelo's natural advantages could be a real problem for Crawford. Beating someone with that kind of physical presence takes more than just talent. It calls for exceptional toughness and a smart game plan.
That's going to be a great fight, too. I can't believe they made that happen. See, Turkey's been making a lot of great fights happen. You can't really hate on it. But I'm excited for that. I know Canelo, he's so big, so strong, and I think he'll be just too big. I mean, weight classes matter for a reason, right?
He said Tiafimo.
Boxing icon Mike Tyson has shared his doubts about the upcoming fight, pointing to the weight difference between the two fighters. He mentions that Crawford had a hard time dealing with Israel Madrimov in part because of the size and style mismatch. Tyson believes facing Canelo at 168 pounds will be an even bigger challenge for Crawford.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, you know, and he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, because this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. He should have fought a guy that was just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward.
He's hurt and jerky.
Want to know.
Sean Porter brings up an important concern about whether Crawford can handle Canelo's powerful punches. He points out that Canelo is known as one of the strongest punchers in the sport, and with Crawford moving up in weight, the test becomes even tougher.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So
that wraps up today's video. Stay tuned for more coming your way soon.